The early morning hours of February 24, 2022 were shattered by the deafening roar of explosions. The sky lit up with flashes, and the ground trembled as the city of Irpin was thrust into chaos. Sunday Adelaja, a Nigerian pastor residing in Irpin, Ukraine, was jolted awake. The sounds of war were unmistakable, and fear gripped his heart as he realized the gravity of the situation. The tranquility of his life had been ripped apart. War had arrived, and with it, the destruction of everything he had known and loved. With a sense of urgency, Adelaja, his wife, 4 students, and a solitary backpack began their perilous journey. They moved quickly, knowing that every second counted in their bid for survival. Their destination, the Polish border, a beacon of safety in a world turned upside down. The journey was fraught with danger, but hope kept them moving forward. Adelaja was leaving behind more than just a home. He was leaving behind a congregation, a legacy, and a life's work. The emotional weight of his departure was immense. Adelaja's story is not just one of escape, but of arrival. It is a tale of resilience and the human spirit's ability to adapt and overcome. His journey to Ukraine began decades earlier, a testament to the unpredictable nature of faith and ambition. He had left Nigeria with dreams and aspirations that led him to a foreign land. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the heart of the Soviet Union, Adelaja's path was anything but ordinary. Each step was a leap of faith, driven by a vision of something greater. He had built one of Europe's largest churches, a testament to his charisma and entrepreneurial spirit. His influence spread far and wide, touching countless lives. But his success was not without its critics. The higher he rose, the more scrutiny he faced. Controversy followed him like a shadow, fueled by accusations of financial impropriety and unorthodox teachings. Despite the challenges, Adelaja remained steadfast in his mission. Sunday. Adelaja's story begins in Lagos, Nigeria, a city pulsing with life and energy. The streets are always alive with the sounds of vendors, children playing, and the constant hum of traffic. It's a place where dreams are born amidst the hustle and bustle. Born into humble beginnings, Adelaja's early years were far removed from the world of megachurches and international ministry. His family lived in modest conditions, and like many others, they faced daily challenges. Yet, these experiences shaped his resilience and determination. His path, it seemed, lay in journalism. From a young age, he was captivated by the power of words and the stories they could tell. He saw journalism as a way to make a difference, to shine a light on the issues that mattered. He pursued this passion with fervor, his words painting vivid pictures of the world around him. Each article, each report, was a step towards his dream of becoming a renowned journalist. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Life often has a way of steering us in unexpected directions, and for Adelaja, this was no different. Adelaja's life took an unexpected turn when he found Christianity. This newfound faith was not just a personal transformation, but a complete shift in his life's direction. The experience was transformative, igniting within him a passion for the gospel and a desire to share its message. He felt a calling, a deep-seated need to spread the word and inspire others. His calling led him to a most unlikely destination, the Soviet Union. It was a bold move, driven by a sense of purpose and destiny. It was the late 1980s, a time of immense political and social upheaval. The Soviet Union was a place of great tension and change, where old ideologies were being questioned and new possibilities were emerging. The Soviet Union, once a monolith of atheism, was beginning to crack, revealing a spiritual hunger that had been suppressed for decades. People were searching for meaning, for something to believe in. Adelaja recognized an opportunity, a chance to plant the seeds of faith in fertile ground. He saw a land ripe for spiritual revival, a place where his message could take root and flourish. Adelaja's arrival in the USSR marked the beginning of an extraordinary chapter in his life. He was a young man with a vision, stepping into a land that was undergoing monumental changes. He found himself in a society grappling with the collapse of communism, a society that was in the throes of transformation and uncertainty. This was a society yearning for meaning and hope, a society searching for a new identity and purpose amidst the ruins of the old regime. His message of faith and redemption resonated with many, particularly young people seeking direction in a world turned upside down. They were drawn to his charismatic presence and his unwavering belief in a brighter future. His congregation, initially a small gathering, began to swell in number. What started as a modest assembly soon grew into a vibrant community of believers. In the heart of Kyiv, Adelaja's vision took concrete form. The city, with its rich history and dynamic energy, became the perfect backdrop for his ambitious plans. He established the embassy of the blessed kingdom of God for all nations, a church that would become a beacon for thousands. This was not just a place of worship, but a symbol of hope and renewal. The megachurch's success was not solely due to Adelaja's preaching, but also to his entrepreneurial spirit. He was a dynamic leader who knew how to inspire and mobilize people. He understood the power of community, of providing not just spiritual guidance, but also practical support. His church became a place where people could find both solace and solutions. His church became a hub of social programs, offering everything from drug rehabilitation to orphanages. These initiatives were a lifeline for many, addressing critical needs in the community. It was a testament to Adelaja's belief in a holistic approach to ministry, one that addressed both the spiritual and material needs of his followers. His vision was to create a church that was deeply integrated into the fabric of society, making a tangible difference in people's lives. Adelaja's meteoric rise to prominence did not go unnoticed. His success, his charisma, and his unorthodox teachings attracted both admiration and scrutiny. Critics, suspicious of his methods and motives, accused him of promoting a prosperity gospel, one that equated material wealth with God's favor. They argued that such teachings were not only theologically flawed, but also potentially harmful, preying on the vulnerable and exploiting their faith for personal gain. The controversy surrounding Adelaja was further fueled by his close ties to political figures. His detractors alleged that he was using his religious influence to advance political agendas, blurring the lines between the church and the state. Accusations of financial impropriety and cult-like practices swirled around him, casting a shadow over his ministry. Adelaja, however, remained defiant, dismissing the allegations as baseless attempts to discredit his work and silence his message. Surviving persecution. The challenges faced by Adelaja were not limited to criticism and accusations. He found himself facing legal troubles, ensnared in a web of investigations and arrests. His supporters rallied around him, portraying him as a victim of religious persecution, a man targeted for his unwavering faith and his willingness to challenge the status quo. The line between genuine persecution and self-serving martyrdom, however, can often be blurry, leaving many to question the true nature of the attacks against him. Adelaja's experiences highlight the complex relationship between religion and the state in post-Soviet countries. The fall of communism did not usher in an era of unfettered religious freedom. Instead, it created a vacuum, a space where new power dynamics emerged, often pitting religious leaders against suspicious governments and wary segments of society. Adelaja, with his growing influence and unorthodox teachings, found himself caught in the crosshairs of this struggle. The war's impact. The outbreak of war in Ukraine in 2022 brought new challenges to Adelaja's already tumultuous life. The invasion forced him to flee the country, leaving behind his congregation and the megachurch he had built. The war's impact on his followers has been profound, disrupting their lives and scattering them far and wide. For many, faith has become a source of solace and strength in the face of unimaginable hardship. The war has raised profound questions about the future of Adelaja's ministry. Can a church built on the charisma and physical presence of its leader survive his prolonged absence? Will his followers remain loyal, or will they seek spiritual guidance elsewhere? The answers to these questions remain uncertain, shrouded in the fog of war and displacement. An uncertain future. As of late 2024, Sunday Adelaja remains in exile. His ability to return to Ukraine, to rebuild his life and ministry, hinges on the unpredictable course of the war. Will he be able to reclaim his former prominence, or will the conflict forever alter the religious landscape of Ukraine? These are questions that only time can answer. The war in Ukraine has not only disrupted lives, but has also shattered illusions. It has exposed the fragility of peace, the fleeting nature of stability, and the enduring power of faith in the face of adversity. For Adelaja and his followers, the future remains uncertain. a canvas upon which the brushstrokes of war continue to paint a picture of both despair and resilience. A legacy in limbo. Sunday Adelaja's story is one of remarkable contrasts. He is a man who rose from humble beginnings to lead one of Europe's largest churches, a man who inspired both fervent devotion and deep suspicion. His legacy, once seemingly secure, now hangs in the balance, shaped by the forces of war, exile, and the enduring power of faith. The war in Ukraine has cast a long shadow over Adelaja's life and work. It has forced him to confront not only the physical dangers of conflict, but also the existential questions of purpose, legacy, and the enduring relevance of his message in a world grappling with darkness. Only time will tell how this latest chapter in his extraordinary life will unfold. A story of faith and resilience. Sunday Adelaja's journey, from the streets of Lagos to the heart of a war-torn Ukraine, is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the resilience of the human spirit. His story, though still being written, offers a glimpse into the complexities of belief, the allure of charisma, and the challenges of navigating the often turbulent intersection of religion, politics, and personal ambition. As the war in Ukraine continues to rage, Adelaja's story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope flickers. It is a hope fueled by faith, by the belief in a better tomorrow, and by the enduring capacity of the human spirit to overcome adversity and emerge, even if scarred, from the crucible of conflict.